Welcome back to Good Day, where we love local, and it's one of the oldest and most beautiful parts of the Glass City. Our John Monk is hanging out in the Old West End this morning. So good morning to you, John. You're inside of one of those beautiful homes and looking forward to the festival that's coming up.
Yeah, good day, Stephen. Yeah, we're here in one of the old homes that is going to be featured in one of the oldest festivals here in Toledo, 51st year for the Old West End Festival. This is the Walcott, Dan, help me out here, the Walcott
Kellerbauer
House. This is right next to Scott High School, so this is probably the extreme edge of what is considered the Old West End, I would imagine.
It would be the border of what we would think of as the Old West End.
Okay.
And this house is one of 5 that are on tour. And what's kind of special this year is, you know, normally we have houses of all different types, but rarely have we had houses that have undergone renovations from being basically abandoned homes. And there are 2 such houses on tour this year.
Yeah, and why is it important then, I guess, to showcase to people the process? Because this house is literally in process of renovation.
Yeah, I guess the theme would be preservation. One of the things that people will see is the 624 Delaware Revitalization Project when they walk around the neighborhood, and it's just part of this energy that we have going in the neighborhood to preserve and revitalize this area.
Yeah, so give me a quick rundown of the Old West End Festival, and I guess in general, why is it important that the festival brings in people from outside of the neighborhood to sort of appreciate these homes?
The #1 reason we have festival is to show off our neighborhood. We are very proud of the Old West End. We feel that it's a great community, and this is our chance to invite people in. We will do that starting Friday night, 6 p.m. in the Arboretum. The beer garden will open up. We'll have food trucks and music. We also are going to do a glow roll Friday night. So bring the kids, as long as they're accompanied by an adult, they can ride their bikes in the glow roll. And then, of course, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. is the traditional kickoff with the parade.
Fantastic. Now, we're walking around this house, and you might be familiar with the name Walcott. There is a family connection to the Walcott house in Maumee. But what's amazing to me, Dan, is you told me this house was built by a widow by herself. Like this gigantic house was built by a woman who wanted to live in this house all on her own.
Yeah, her husband, Joseph Wolcott, had died in 1900, and this house was built in 1908. So she built this house for herself, and it really only stood as a single family home for about 4 years, because in 1912, it was so big, it was divided into 2 apartments.
They don't make them like they used to anymore, do they?
No, this is a real treat, because you'll get to see the 2nd floor, which is mostly finished now, and then we're also going to allow people to see the 1st floor, which is basically untouched. So you'll get to see how they start and how they wind up looking.
So how many different homes will people be able to tour this weekend?
There'll be 5, and they really range from this sort of HGTV home renovation type to what you expect, the larger opulent, completely finished houses.
And these houses are occupied. They're not like historical homes that you can tour. I mean, most of these people are living in these homes.
Correct. It's a big ask. When we ask people to open up their homes, I mean, they basically give up their house for 2 days and become a guest in their own house. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate all the volunteers. It takes hundreds of volunteers to run the festival, because there's so much going on, from children's activities to the art fair to the marketplace, the beer garden. It's a big festival, but you will have fun.
But as he said, it's a pretty big festival. There's a lot of things going on, so let people know the website that they can go to make sure they get everything.
There's so much information. You're going to need to visit ToledoOldWestEnd.com. That's ToledoOldWestEnd.com, and that has the map of the area, so you know where things are located and what times everything starts. ToledoOldWestEnd.com.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to talk to Dan in a recorded interview, and I'm going to put together a nice package that will air in our 5:30 with more information on the upcoming Old West End Festival. Officially kicks off Saturday morning, but they have plenty of events happening Friday evening to start for a whole nice weekend here in one of the more historic areas in Toledo. But for now, reporting from the Old West End, I'm John Monk, WTOL 11.